Claire, it's Tuesday. You'll have to excuse my sort of grotty face and disgustingness. My hay fever has returned. Today, I thought I would do Alex Day's YouTube survey. So here we go. First question is, what's your biggest fear? This you should remember from a video I did with Stuart a while back, where I asked him to name my biggest fears, and there were 3, but the biggest one is escalators, and it's mainly the ones on the London Underground, because they're really steep and really long, and they're just terrifying. They just make me dizzy, and it's actually kind of funny because I'm going to London on Sunday with Neve, and we will have to go on the London Underground, but I can assure you I will be taking the stairs if it is an option. If it is not, I will just have to cry and bear it. Second question is, how did you find out Santa wasn't real? Santa's not real? Lol, joke. Every year for Christmas we would get a stocking from Santa, and it would be filled with lots of gifts and things, but the label on each of these gifts was written in my mum and dad's handwriting. So that was my first clue. But of course when you're young you don't realise that. It's only when you get older and start learning how to read that you notice. When I had my suspicions I asked Mum. That's basically it really. I remember being really upset about it because I was sort of still holding on to hope that it wasn't true. But to this day, we still like to pretend and keep up the magic, because otherwise it's just not fun. So keeping up the magic is what makes Christmas a really nice time, so we just pretend and it's really nice. What is the best idea you've ever had? I don't really know, but I think if I was going to pick one, it would probably be my idea to start songwriting, because as part of my music course, I have to do a composition. Last year was the first time I have ever done composition, and I found it a real struggle. Songwriting has actually really helped, and the more I practice with songwriting, the better I'll get, so it's been really good for me. The most embarrassing things your parents have ever done. This is another one I had a real problem answering, because to be honest, our parents don't really do that many embarrassing things. Nothing major, nothing that I can remember. It's not that they don't embarrass me, of course they do, but in little chunks, so it's not noticeable. If you were only allowed to pick one career for the rest of your life, what would you pick? This is a really tricky question, because there are 2 answers to it, really. If I could pick anything, literally anything, and at the snap of a fingers I would have it, I'd probably want to do something with music, and I'd quite like the idea of singing or playing, whichever, and getting loads of money, but not having any of the fame. Because I do not want to be famous. Your private life wouldn't be private anymore, it just doesn't appeal to me. But now, I'm actually working towards a career as a primary school teacher. And the last question is, who do I want to answer the YouTube survey next? Obviously, I'd like to see you answer the survey next. I would also like to tag Crashbangadam and BethanEggwards because they're just really funny, and I'm sure they'd have equally funny answers. So yeah, I'd like to see that. So that is the YouTube survey answered by me and Claire. I hope to see your answers tomorrow. Bye! I just need...
That was easy.